Hello, what's up and what's happening? Welcome back for yet another Miles Dawkins 24/7 production, and today we're checking out the standings for the NFC and for the AFC. Now, if you were paying attention, the Minnesota Vikings, they have the best record in the NFC with a record of 8-1, and the Chargers in the AFC also have a record of 8-1, and your Detroit Lions have a record of 5-4, and today they're going to be taking on the 5-4 Pittsburgh Steelers. And we're going to check the winners and losers out for last week. You can see that Minnesota handled business versus Washington. Green Bay fell to Philadelphia. Jacksonville fell to Tennessee. Buffalo beat Pittsburgh, the team that we're playing today. Oakland got spanked 51-6 by the New York G-Men. And then the St. Louis Rams 45-27 over the Indianapolis Colts. You also see that the Cincinnati Bengals put a beatdown, an absolute beatdown on the Baltimore Ravens 59-7. Then you see our game pretty close. 19-17 was the final. We ended up winning that game in Soldier Field, the home of the Chicago Bears. The Niners put a beatdown on the Panthers 50-22. Who saw that coming? And then the Dallas Cowboys fell yet again in a shootout between them and the New Orleans Saints. But today, we came here for one reason and one reason only: to see what the Detroit Lions can do against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, the Steelers, they have come in with a fantastic roster from the likes of Big Ben, John Stallworth, Jack Lambert, Jack Ham, Troy Polamalu, Mel Blount. They have a lot of guys on this team that are going to be in the Hall of Fame and that are already there. So the Steelers come in with the highest rated team in the whole franchise. But they haven't played like it. They're only 5-4, and so the Detroit Lions. So know what that means? Even though we're in enemy territories, even though we're behind enemy lines, this team can be beat. It won't be easy though. It's going to be physical. We're going to get mad. Might be a couple of fights here and there, pushing and shoving. But this is the road to the playoffs right here. It's week 11. There's only 6 more games after this one, so we have to put our mark down now. Steelers, Lions, next. So we are live from Pittsburgh, PA, Heinz Field to be exact, home of the Pittsburgh Steelers, and your Detroit Lions have traveled to Pittsburgh, PA to take on the 5-4 Steelers. This ball game is underway. Antonio Brown gets the kick a yard deep, gets up to the 20, finally gets brought down at the 22-yard line. Here comes Big Ben Roethlisberger, 20 TDs, 13 INTs, and a total of 2,708 yards passing. So first and 10, Franco Harris up the gut, and Franco Harris going to pick up a gain of 5, setting up second and 5 from the 27-yard line. Shotgun set. Big Ben has it. Play action pass. He's looking. He has time. Detroit brings 4, but nobody can get there. Now he takes a shot deep to John Stallworth, and he's going to bring that one in. Big time catch. A risky pass by Ben Roethlisberger, who just chucked that one downfield, but John Stallworth rewards his efforts by going up top over the head of Barney, and he straight mossed him for a huge gain on the play. So it's first and 10 from the 14, looking for Stallworth again, and he's going to get 1 yard short of the end zone. His second reception for 72 yards already. Franco Harris on second and goal gets it to the end zone, and Pittsburgh takes a quick 7-0 lead, and here comes Bobby Lane leading the Detroit Lions offense out on the field to take on this stout Pittsburgh defense. And on 3rd and 6, there goes Jack Ham off of the edge, getting a sack, and the Detroit Lions will go 3 and out, and the Pittsburgh offense strike quick, and the defense struck even quicker. So now it's first and 10 for the Steelers as they take over after the 3 and out, going back to Stallworth for the 3rd time today. 83 yards and a fresh first and 10. Ball is on the 48-yard line, and that pass will be intercepted by Chris Spielman, and Chris Spielman is going to get his 3rd interception in 3 straight weeks, and that's going to set up the Detroit Lions on the other side of the 50 in Pittsburgh Steelers territory. So let's see what the offense can do this time around. First and 10 from the 46. They give us to Barry, and Barry goes nowhere as the Steel Curtain defense gets to him at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10 now. Out route to Cogdale, and Cogdale is going to be stopped a yard short, and that's going to bring up a field goal opportunity for Akers. The kick is up, and the 54-yard attempt is good. So Akers puts the Detroit Lions on the board for the first time today. 7-3 is the score. Franco Harris, he got the ball, and he's going to pick up the first down. Gain of 11 on the play. That's going to set up 2nd and 8 as Cunningham goes in motion from the 34-yard line. Roethlisberger hands the ball off to Franco Harris, and he's only going to pick up one, and that's going to set up 3rd and 7 from the 34. Single back formation. Roethlisberger drops back. He throws over the middle. Stallworth makes the catch. Took a big-time hit going across the middle, but he gets his 4th catch of the first quarter for a total of 98 yards, 2 away from 100, and he is absolutely shredding the secondary of the Detroit Lions. 3rd and 8. Roethlisberger throws off his back foot to my man, Santonio Holmes, and Santonio Holmes goes nowhere, and that's going to set up 4th and inches from the 41. They can send a kicker out, and Anderson is going to hit that one well short, and Detroit's going to take over after the missed field goal attempt. 8 seconds to go in the first quarter, and I don't know where Bobby Lane was throwing that one to, but it was not on target clearly. 3rd and 12. Now looking for Megatron, and that one gets batted away by Ike Taylor, and now the Detroit Lions go 3 and out after the missed field goal by Pittsburgh. 2nd and 7 as Pittsburgh takes over, looking for Cunningham over the middle. He's going to make the catch. Gain of 8, 1st and 10 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ball is on the 30, 2nd and 10 now. Roethlisberger has time. He's looking to find Larry Lips, and he's going to pick up a gain of 13. 1st and 10 up from the 43-yard line. Roethlisberger looking for Larry again, and Larry Lips makes another catch going to the out route, and he's going to get another 1st down for Pittsburgh. So it's 1st and 10 from the 38 now. Big Ben looking. Big Ben throwing. Has a man deep, and Santonio Holmes beats Barney, and it is not Barney's day so far. He got beat deep by John Stallworth. Now he gets beat deep by Santonio Holmes, and this one goes for a touchdown. Mike Tomlin is fired up. The fans here at Heinz Field are fired up, and the Detroit Lions are down 14-3. 1st and 10 to give it to Barry Sanders, and Barry Sanders has been getting shut down. Lambert gets his first tackle of the ball game after Barry picks up 2. Screen pass for Barry. Barry trying to get around outside, and there goes Rod Woodson. And this Pittsburgh defense is showing why they are one of the greats of all time. 3rd and 10 from the 25. Looking over the middle, going to hit Pyramid, and he's going to get stopped inches short, and Detroit is forced to punt after another 3 and out. Here goes Franco Harris around the outside, and Night Train Lane puts a big-time hit on Franco Harris. So 3rd and 10 now. Looking for Stallworth. The Star makes the catch, but he's 1 yard short of the 1st down marker, and Detroit forces a 3 and out. So here comes LaShore. He's the backup running back as Billy Sims is still nursing the injury, and he's a bigger back, maybe to set a tone for the Detroit Lions as he runs Jack Ham over and picks up a 1st down, his 2nd carry for 11 yards. Going back to LaShore, straight up that gut. Gets brought down at the 43-yard line, but not until he picks up a gain of 8. So here comes Barry Sanders back into the game. He's going to get around the outside, little change the pace, makes 3 Pittsburgh Steelers miss. He fights his way forward for the 1st down. Ball is placed at the 33-yard line. Check out the replay. You see he got some nice blocks, used his speed to get the 1st down. Then he cut back, made 3 Steelers miss, and got the 1st down. So here goes Barry again. Troy Polamalu is not missing, though, as he chops down Barry Sanders after a gain of about 5 on the play. So that's going to set up 3rd and 4 from the 27-yard line. Shotgun set. Lane looking. Lane throwing. Got Calvin Johnson Jr. and Calvin Johnson gets into the secondary. His first catch of the ball game, and it was a beautiful throw right there by Bobby Lane. Nice run after the catch. He got away from Rod Woodson, but finally got chopped down by Troy Polamalu. Now on 2nd and goal, the give is to Barry Sanders, but he goes nowhere, and now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. QB sneak, and that gets the 9 as Troy Polamalu is letting his presence be known so far in this one, and the Steelers hold. They get a goal line stand, and Detroit had to settle for a field goal, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. It seems like it's been all Steelers all the time, but the Detroit Lions are only down by 8 in this one. Check out some of the stats. Bobby Lane, 39 yards, passing on 4 of 8 attempts. Big Ben Roethlisberger, 11 for 14, 195 yards, 1 TD, and 1 INT caught by Chris Spillman, middle linebacker for the Detroit Lions. Franco Harris, 9 carries, for 23 yards and 1 TD. Barry Sanders, 8 carries for 23 yards. And LaShore, the backup running back for the Detroit Lions, has 20 yards on 4 carries. Stallworth, 5 catches, $107, and Holmes has 2 catches, but one of them went for a TD, and that's why the score looks like the way it does. 14-6 is the score. Second half up next. Shotgun set for the Detroit Lions as they take over from the own 25-yard line. Barry Sanders up to the 30. Barry Sanders cuts back, finally gets brought down by Greg Lloyd at the 32-yard line. Getting set up 2nd and 3 from the 32. Lane looking, throwing. Charlie Sanders, the tight end, makes the catch. Gets brought down by Troy Polamalu, his first catch of the ball game here in the second half, There goes Herman Moore. Herman Moore fights his way forward over Mel Blount. He's going to get his first catch of the game for a gain of 15, and that's going to set up 2nd and 9 from the 44-yard line. And Jack Ham just came in untouched and put a nice hit on Bobby Lane. Check out the replay again. Nobody picks up Jack Ham as he blitzed from his outside linebacker position and gets to Bobby Lane. 3rd and 17 now. Looking, they're going to just set up the screen pass, and Ryan Clark is going to bring down Barry Sanders, and Barry Sanders can't get enough yards for the first down, and they're going to be forced to punt, and now Pittsburgh has it from their own 4-yard line. Harris up that gut, going to pick up a gain of 4. 3rd and 6 now from the 8. Looking, is Big Ben, intercepting is Barney. He was trying to hit Santonio Holmes. Now Barney's going the other way inside the 20, gets bumped down inside the 15. They officially knock him out at the 12-yard line. Let's check out the replay. Try to hit Santonio Holmes, but Barney, he's going to get in front of that one for the INT. 1st and 10 from the 12 to give us to Barry Sanders, and Barry Sanders going to pick up a solid gain of 8, going to set up 2nd and 2 from the 4-yard line. Shotgun set from the 4, draw play to Barry, and the linebacker core for the Pittsburgh Steelers is all over that one. Lambert will be credited with the tackle. 3rd and 12, 3rd and 2 now, Lane under pressure. Lane fumbles the ball as Lawrence Timmons gets to him, and now the Detroit Lions will have to set up for yet another field goal, but it could have been much, much worse. You see Lawrence Timmons in there getting the sack, forces the fumble, but Detroit is able to pounce on top of it, and now the Lions will settle for a field goal. 14 to 9, is the score. 1st and 10 from the 21. Roethlisberger looking, throwing. Santonio Holmes with the big-time catch. Gets chopped down by Night Train Lane, but now he picks up the first down. Over 200 yards throwing for Big Ben. 1 TD and 2 INTs. Going over the middle on 2nd and 5 to Cunningham, who looks to be a little bit shaken up, but don't worry, they got Heath Miller to back him up at the tight end spot. Now it's 3rd and 12. Looking, going to find Heath Miller, and Heath Miller's going to get brought down 2 yards short of the first down mark. He did pick up 10, but they needed 12. 1st and 10. Now Barry Sanders running outside, makes one man miss, but finally gets brought down by Lawrence Timmons, but he's going to pick up a solid gain on the play. Let's check out the replay. Got some nice blocking, was able to use his speed, but the Pittsburgh Steelers defense might be just as fast as Barry Sanders. 2nd and 3. Barry gets around the outside. There's no room to go, but he's finally going to fight his way up for the first down marker, and Mel Blount brings him down. So now it's 2nd and 10. Mel Blount brings him down again, this time with a little bit more force, and Barry Sanders only picks up 4. We jump into the 4th quarter. 3rd and 6 now, looking for my man Megatron, only for the 2nd time today. 32 yards. You see the passing numbers are very, very different, but the one thing I can't say about Bobby Lane, he has not turned the ball over. 1st and 10. There goes Barry, and Barry's off to the races, cuts back, but can't get away from Ryan Clark, but he has his best run of the ball game. A huge gain on the play. Going to set up Detroit on the Pittsburgh Steelers 30-yard line. You saw the nice run right there, and now the Steelers are in trouble as Detroit moves into the red zone. Lane to Charlie Sanders on 3rd and 5. Nice gain on the play. 2nd catch for 18 yards for Charlie Sanders. That's going to set up the first down as he beat Lambert across the middle. 2nd and 5 from the 9. Was short up that guy. Gets brought down by Mel Blount yet again. He is throwing his body around, making big-time hits. 3rd and 2 now from the 7-yard line. Lane drops back. Lane going to take off, and Lane headed to the end zone, and Bobby Lane gets in there, and he's going to take the lead for the first time for the Detroit Lions. Will they go for 2 to make it a 3-point ball game, or will they be content just going up to 16-14 will be the score if they kick the field goal, and that's what they do. 16-14, Detroit on top. Big Ben throws an INT as Night Train Lane with an incredible one-hand diving interception. You can see the replay right here. Try to hit Santonio Holmes, but my man Night Train Lane has stick him on those paws as he gets that INT. 1st and 10 from the 38. There goes Sanders up that guy, and Barry's going to pick up the big first down. Move those chains. No, they're going to rule him inches short, and now it's going to be 2nd and inches from the 28-yard line, and now they're going to go backwards 3. I thought it was the first down, but it wasn't, and now it's 3rd and 3, and Lane's going to be forced to pass. He's looking. He's under pressure. Throws this one away, and what could have been a first down turns into a 3-and-out, and the Detroit Lions have to settle for yet another field goal. So 4 Akers field goals has the score 19-14, but Lane gets another interception. Back-to-back passes by Ben Roethlisberger, turning to back-to-back INTs for Night Train Lane. So he has 2 interceptions on the day so far. Barney has 1, and Chris Spillman has 1 for a total of 4 for the Detroit Lions defense. Now the Detroit Lions offense is looking at 3rd and 3 from the 22-yard line. There goes Barry Sanders up the gut. Gets brought down by Greg Lloyd, but it's another 3-and-out situation. And now they're going to settle for another field goal. And this was going to put them up by 8, but it's still a 1-possession game and plenty of time for the Pittsburgh Steelers to drive down and tie this one up. 1st and 10. Ben throws the ball. His first pass without an interception and back-to-back throws. Finally gets to Santonio Holmes. Going to pick up a gain of 9. Looking for Holmes again. Holmes gets brought down down hard by Night Train Lane, but gets his 5th catch for 86 yards, and he has a TD earlier in the first half. 1st and 10, Big Ben looking. There goes Stallworth, and Stallworth's going to make the catch, setting up 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. Big Ben looking, throwing. Stallworth again on the comeback route, and they are now in Detroit Lions territory. Ball is placed at the Detroit line, 28-yard line. Roethlisberger looking. Roethlisberger's going down in the hands of Ndamukong Suh, getting his 10th sack of the season. I'm about to say the game. That will be a record, but getting his 10th sack of the season, and now it's 4th and 17 from the Detroit Lions 35-yard line. Roethlisberger under pressure, gets away from the rush, throws the ball. He's the fine Stallworth. Doug English had a chance to get the sack, but Ben Roethlisberger got away from him, threw the ball to Stallworth, who makes another big-time reception. 1st and goal as Pittsburgh will hurry back to the line. He gets away from the pressure again. This time he's going to run the ball. Finally gets brought down hard by Chris Billman at the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal. Roethlisberger looking. Roethlisberger throwing back at the end zone, and Larry Lips is back there, and he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown Steelers, and they're going to have to go for 2 to tie this thing up. Ball is on the 2-yard line as Pittsburgh sets up with a single back formation. Roethlisberger under pressure, gets away from the rush and throws the ball to the end zone. And that's going to count for 2 points. And now this ball game is all tied up at 22 apiece. And now can number 22 lead the comeback. Lane with 13 seconds to go throws the ball over the middle of Barry Sanders. And they're going to have to hurry the field goal unit on the field. They get there. Akers sets up for field goal. And that kick is off the uprights. And this ball game is going to overtime at 22 all. So the Pittsburgh Steelers, they won the toss, and they have elected to receive, and they're going to set up from the 20-yard line. 1st and 10, Franco Harris, spin move, makes a man miss, gets up the field, big gain of about 17 on the play. That's going to set up 1st and 10 from the 37. Check out the replay. Got some nice blocks, made a man miss, and it was smooth sailing from there on out. 1st and 10, Franco Harris up that gut again, and this time he picks up a gain of 8, 14 carries, 54 yards so far for Franco. Franco getting around the outside, gets chopped down by Blades just for a tackle of the ball game, and that's going to set up 1st and 10. Looking for Stallworth. The Stallworth makes another reception number 9, a $174 so far in this one, deep in overtime. 1st and 10. Give it to Franco Harris. Can Detroit Lions get a stop? Franco Harris leaps over a man and gets chopped down by Chris Spillman, who makes the tackle on the play. 3rd and 3 from the 33. Roethlisberger drops back the pass, connects to John Stallworth, and that has been a connection that has worked for 10 catches and 183 yards today. 3rd and 7, 5 minutes left to go in overtime. Roethlisberger looking. Roethlisberger throwing, connects to Santonio Holmes, and now it's very important for the Detroit Lions to get a stop, because if they get a touchdown, game is over. But if they only kick a field goal, Detroit will have a chance to match that, and they get a sack from big Ndamukong Suh, number 11 on the season. 3rd and 7, can Detroit hold? Roethlisberger's under pressure. Roethlisberger throws the ball as he gets hit, and that pass will hit the grass, and Pittsburgh's going to have to set up for a field goal. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So 25-22, but now Detroit has a chance to match or win it with the touchdown. Again, go to the flat on 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 6, excuse me. Getting to find Barry Sanders in the flat, picks up the 1st down, his 4th catch of the day. Bobby Lane looking. Bobby Lane throwing the Barry Sanders in the flat again. Works his way up for a gain of 9. If it's open, take it. And that's what the Lions are doing. Now they again get the ball to Barry on the ground. Barry gets away from Troy. Barry gets around the sideline and gets brought down by Mel Blount at the 48-yard line. But now they're in Pittsburgh territory. 1st and 10. Lane over the middle. Going to find Herman Moore. And Herman Moore picks up a gain of 8. Going to set up 2nd and 2 from the 40 now. Lane looking. Out route. Herman Moore gets his 2nd catch on the drive. And he's going to pick up the big 1st down. That's going to set up 1st and 10 from the 26 now. Lane has it. Lane's looking to pass. Going to the flat again. Again, if it's open, take it. That's what they're doing. Barry Sanders makes the catch. Gets brought down by Rod Woodson. So it's 3rd and 4 now from the 19. Lane looking. Again, it is open. He goes to Barry Sanders in the flat. Gets brought down by Rod Woodson, but picks up the 1st down nonetheless. 1st and 10. Lane looking over the middle. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. And the Detroit Lions are going to walk about here with a big time W. Bobby Lane just threaded the needle to Pyramid, and that's gonna end this one here in Pittsburgh. 28-25 is the score. Big Ben had an incredible day throwing. He had over 300 yards passing, 352 to be exact, 2 TDs, but 4 critical INTs. Bobby Lane, 22 of 29 passing, a $187, 1 TD, and 0 interception. And even though this Pittsburgh Steelers defense is phenomenal, Barry Sanders was still able to get over over 100 yards, putting him over the 1,000-yard mark on the season so far. Stallworth, 11 catches, a $187, and Barry Sanders had 7 catches out of the backfield. That's going to do it in this one. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, I enjoy bringing it to you. Hope that the rest of your day is the best of your day, and I'm going to see y'all later. Peace. Hot sauce.